Yes, this is the corner part of it.
Architectural pieces mounted outside the Joplin Public Library are salvaged artifacts from the old Connor Hotel that used to stand on this spot. Now Alfred Summers is returning to the site for the first time in more than 30 years. He's taking us through a back room, trying to get as close as he can to the spot where he was one fateful November day when he was helping to prepare the Connor Hotel for demolition.
Right here.
You think this is it?
Close to it. Closer you'll get to it.
It was a Saturday morning. The hotel that stood here was to be dynamited on Sunday, but something went terribly wrong one day early. The building rumbled and shook, and the entire thing crashed to the ground. Alfred was buried alive. He was isolated and in the dark.
I could never stand up. I couldn't stand up. I had to just lay all the time. I just always had the fear that the rest of it's going to come down on me, you know. Come to find out, the only thing that saved me is one of the beams fell and made an arch over me.
Outside, panicked families had rushed to the site. 3 men were missing. Among those waiting for news was Alfred's fiancée, Pat Crane. They had planned to marry in a month.
If something happened to him, my life been gone. God was talking to me.
What was God saying?
He was telling me he was alive.
Far beneath the surface, Alfred felt around in the dark. He tried to crawl, but there was nowhere to go. He was disoriented and in pain.
I had broken pelvis, broken ribs on each side, a lot of dust, you know what I mean? A lot of dust in my lungs. You know, I was in pretty bad shape.
Print and broadcast media across the nation were reporting on the hotel collapse in Joplin, Missouri, and the uncertain fate of the 3 missing men. Confined deep in his underground prison, Alfred found a piece of metal pipe and pounded on the surrounding rubble. Rescuers couldn't hear Alfred, but Alfred could hear the jackhammers overhead.
So I could hear him, you know, closer and closer and closer. Pretty soon he just, nothing, quiet. And each time they shut things down on top to try to hear me, I thought, are they giving up? Are they done?
A day would pass, then another, then another. Alfred was dehydrated. He relied on his Vietnam survival training to help him focus his mind beyond his thirst.
There at the latch, just before they found me, I told the Lord, I said, well, Lord, if you're ready to take me, I'm ready to come home with you.
A light, a whiff of fresh air. Rescuers had broken through. But the passage was too narrow and the threat of another collapse too great to pull Alfred free. The crew passed concrete blocks to the injured man so he could reinforce the surrounding structure himself. Then, 82 hours after the Connor Hotel crashed to the ground, KOAM viewers saw this live report.
At last it has happened. They are pulling Alfred Summers out of the basement of the Connor Hotel.
All I could do was hear cheering. I couldn't see nothing. I just hear him. Then I thought, Lord, that's hope. I'm hoping the other one's somewhere safe. Well, it was meant to be.
Of the 3 missing men, only Alfred survived.
I didn't have no doubt. I knew he was going to come back. I knew he was going to come back to me.
I was able to touch him again. Oh, I felt good.